The Pint of Science Tromsø organizing committee. And on behalf of all the organizing committee, I would like to welcome you all. Thanks for showing up. You guys have made the evening really nice. Before starting, I would like to share background information that Pint of Science is happening across 27 countries in more than 500 cities. Without any delay, because you came to not to see me or hear me talking, but you came to
around the world with their food consumption. So what we eat or drink here is actually affecting all these.
Presentation about dietary sustainability in Norway, and we are open for questions. We can use maximum 5 minutes, maybe. Yes.
Thank you. That was.
Andreas will talk about the world of seafood as an ocean of possibilities. And while most of it tastes good, we will get to know not everything is equally good for us in terms of both nutrients and heavy metals.
We focus a lot on the salmon, finfish in general, but what I really want to highlight is the ocean itself and how big a diversity seafood actually is. Perhaps it's doing some interconnection within the ecosystem, resulting that it needs to be here. But today's topic is the nutrients. And what was also really nice is that when it, for example, comes to this little cute creature, is that independently of
research how degree of multilingual experience might independently confer potentially more positive cognitive outcomes in aging. What is yours?
Adaptations that add up over time that might make the brain more robust against some of these processes that we get as we age. Functionally competent in 2 participants, a relatively simple task called the 𝗁𝗵𝗲 task.
So many forms and so much fascination and curiosity for it and so much love for it and so much respect for it. So I've been working on many different topics and many different things, like Andrea said, making each other worse, and the effects of each one individually is less than the effects of them all together. And I'm talking to you about it because for the last 3 years I've been working for this organization, which is called 𝗁𝗵𝗲. All those isms are basically, I'm different from you and I'm better than you. That we prioritize the short term over the long term. We prioritize the individual in the world of interconnectedness. So we might know it abstractly, particularly if we see.
To talk a little bit about eDNAs and the future of biodiversity and how we can find new eDNA strains in the sediments. So if you want, the stage is all yours and we're gonna get the presentations all running.
It's kind of, daily news, and it gets worse. But we want to hear something like a balanced view. Is it really that serious or not? Increase is has not really crossed what history has already experienced. Past climate, past biodiversity, how our biota respond. And then in the end, using those machines, we can get time capsules in the form of lake sediment. Once we get this time layer, which is basically preserving the time of their deposition, in this example, T1 or time 1 is the oldest one, and T9 is the most recent one, or recent sample that represents the recent time in that lake, which will be equivalent to whatever company. If you are working in the fishery, maybe it is equivalent.
I will dig a little bit into the soil warming and how microbes can influence our climate. So, I come from Poland and I finished my with highest increase of the temperatures since the measurement started, which is quite alarming. And this is also
It's always tough to be the last one. I hope you still have some attention span for me. 15 minutes about this topic. I have a question for you, first of all. I'd like to know who in the room identifies as a scientist. I had a craving for adventure and traveling. And in combination of that,